Welcome everybody to our Knit Together with Kim and Jonna PetiteKnit KAL cast on party. We're actually already halfway through and I thought I hit record and I didn't. So we're just, the last half will be recorded, but I'm Kim and
I'm Jonna.
And this is
Felicia. I'm Karen.
And hi. Karen. And we already talked about a whole bunch of things. A lot of people got to share their projects. We do want to just remind you that the KAL runs from now until January 1st. You can knit any petite knit pattern, use any yarn, and WIPs are welcome. And what else? I can't remember now. One of the viewers who's on right now already brought up the fact that Rhinebeck is coming up, and here at Pick Up Every Stitch, they're going to have a big event on the Thursday before Rhinebeck, October 19th.
Yep, so excited. Yep.
It's called Road to Rhinebeck. It'll be from 12 to 6, and there'll be food all day, they said.
Yep, all day long we'll be serving food.
And podcasters.
Keep everybody nourished. So they
knitting celebrities from overseas. Yep. Who did you say is coming from overseas?
Amy Palco, Rebecca Clow, and
Mega.
Yes.
Mega, right, and Beth McDonaldstone from Bermuda. She's in Bermuda.
Oh,
right?
I didn't know she was in Bermuda.
Okay. In Bermuda?
And of course,
Kim and Jonna will be here.
We'll be here. And Needles at the Ready, and probably the Knitting Posse. So there'll be a whole bunch of us here that day. So definitely, if you're on the road to Rhinebeck, stop by Thursday.
It'll be fun.
October 19th. Oh, prizes.
Prizes all day long.
And we are going to give away prizes on this Zoom. So yeah, we're going to do that in a few minutes. And we already shared our projects. You already shared your projects. But Jonna, you want to add anything else before we go on with the projects?
The only thing I think you didn't mention was that we do have a Ravelry group. So just go to our main Ravelry group, and then they're pinned at the top of the chats is our PetiteKnit KAL chat. So it's a great place to post pictures. And then if you post on Instagram, you don't do Ravelry, please use the hashtag KandJPKKAL. And all that information is, actually, I think you go to our Instagram and there's a link tree. And so there's lots of different links. So you should be able to find whatever you need there, or just message us on Instagram or send us an email.
Get back to people.
I've been checking it every day, but I don't know if I'll keep doing that all the time. Once we get into the obviously when Rhinebeck comes, it'll be hard to do that. We also are delaying filming episode 22. Oh, let's explain again why we're not together. So
my dad and I went on a cruise for his 90th birthday, and I've never been on a cruise before, and so I had no idea what to expect. But during the cruise, he developed a little bit of a runny nose, and I didn't think too much of it. But then around day 5 of the cruise, I heard lots of coughing going on from various, there's 5,000 people on this boat. And I thought, oh no. So as soon as we got home, I tested him and he was positive. And of course, then I became a ticking time bomb of virus. And so I'm recovering from COVID.
Yeah, she feels fine, but she has a teeny tiny little line still. So
yeah. Just in an abundance of caution, but I have been to Pick Up Every Stitch twice in the parking lot with a mask on, and they did help me from afar. So I'm very grateful. And I can't wait to come back inside the store. I feel a little bit like a pariah out in the parking lot. But
yarn in the back parking lot.
I think by Friday I'll be good.
So fun. So let's continue with people who've raised their hands to share their projects. And if we can get through them quickly enough, then we can even have people who already shared share again if they want to, so they can be on the recording.
All right. Tash has been waiting for a long time.
Let's do it. Hi.
Tasha.
Hi, I'm Tash. I'm going to cast on an Anchor's summer tee.
Oh, nice.
And I have my swatch. This is Habu Textiles bamboo. But I just purchased it this morning, but PayPal hasn't talked to Ravelry yet, so I'm still waiting to get it. That's okay. It's usually very quick, but that's all right. So I've got my yarn ready, but in the meantime, I'm knitting on a Sophie scarf. Yeah, just out of some skein yarn merino cashmere DK that I overdyed because I didn't really like the colour very much. So in this bright red. Oh, and I'm from Sydney, Australia.
Wow,
nice. And
I'm wearing a
I know. Are you wearing an Andre top?
An Audrey top. Yeah, that's my Audrey top, which I love. It's getting really hot here. It's going to be 85 degrees today in Sydney. So definitely Audrey top weather. And I'm hoping to get to New York at the end of the year. So I'd love to go to Rhinebeck, but my husband's American and we're coming to, his family are in San Jose. So we'll go to San Jose. And I haven't been to New York in about 20 years. I used to live there in around 2000 to 2002. So I'm looking forward to coming back and visiting. I'd love to get to pick up every stitch. So it'd be nice to be there in person. So
Fun.
Yeah.
and maybe Rhinebeck one day, like in a couple of years. I'm a high school teacher and Rhinebeck is right in the middle of term time, so I can't get it off. But we get long service leave. After you've been teaching for 10 years, you get a whole term off. So in a couple of years, I hope to make it to long-term plans. So.
And do you play one of the instruments on the wall?
No, they're my husband's guitars. So he's the guitar player. and beer brewer, and I'm the knitter and sewer. So yeah, crafty house.
Well, thanks for sharing.
Nice.
No worries. Thanks for hosting. And it's really nice to hear what everyone else is making too and see.
Bye.
Thanks. Bye.
Thanks.
Okay.
Next.
We've got.
Tash is a podcaster too.
Oh, really?
I didn't know that.
I do. Yeah. I have a mostly knitting's my podcast. So I do like a weekly one of what I've been making. Usually way too many whips. I shouldn't be casting on anything more right now. I've got 7 on the needles.
And what's the name of your podcast?
Mostly knitting.
Mostly knitting. Okay.
Mostly knitting. Yeah. Thanks, Jonna.
So we have Cyndy K.
Okay, Cyndy K.
Hi, Cyndy.
Hi, Cyndy.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes.
I'm from Nebraska and I am knitting the Friday Slipover V.
There you go.
There you go. Yeah.
Yeah.
And we recently went on a trip and we were in Denmark and went to a lovely yarn store there and got some GEP art.
Oh, nice.
And holding it with its
Beautiful
mohair. And I also have the Moby sweater from hell on my needles. It's kind of on time out right now, and so and I think the last time I did a knit along with you girls with Isabel Kramer, maybe I think I did a vest then too. Vest with no worries about sleeves is fabulous. So
yeah,
anyway,
I have to try vest one of these days.
it's lovely. So thanks for this day. This is fun. And like I said, I'm from Nebraska. Actually, we're in Kansas City helping my daughter move. And that's not fun. And but anyway, it's like 100 degrees here still. It's just miserable.
Well, we're glad you got to join us, even though you're not home.
So thank you.
Thank you.
You.
Who's next?
So she mentioned timeout bag, and I'm just wondering what is your feeling? Like, when does it go from timeout to abandoned?
Oh, like from
Like, when do you consider it?
WIP to UFO to Future Frog.
Yeah.
Should we call those tadpoles future frogs? Can we start a new thing? Has anybody ever said that before? Come on, we got to start.
Right.
That's a tadpole. Okay,
All
sorry.
So, September was supposed to be my month of working on WIPs. And I was watching Taylor from the Wool Needles Hands podcast, and she was specifically talking about yarn. But it got me to thinking, when you lose inspiration with a project and you get stuck, for me, it's great to look at the hashtag on Instagram or look at the projects on Ravelry and get re-inspired and say, and remind yourself of why you fell in love with that garment in the first place. So that's been really helpful for me, like, do I really want this garment or no, maybe I'm out of love with it and, it's going to be frogged, and that's fine too. But I think that, looking at other people, how they style it, yarns they've used can really give you that little bit of inspiration that you need to finish.
That's a great point. Yeah.
I'm mostly talking to myself.
All right. Who's next?
We have Dawn.
Go, Dawn.
Hi, Dawn.
Hi, John.
Hi.
Hey.
There you go.
Unmute myself. How are you, ladies?
Good, how are you?
I'm from Yorktown.
Oh, nice.
Hey.
We'll rock with you.
So I'm going. Oh, I had it on my phone. I'm going to be knitting the Carla's dress.
Aw.
So cute.
My niece's daughter. I bought this pattern back in like January with the intent of doing like a summery sweater, so do it without the sleeves. Never got to it. So when I saw your Cal, I said, "Oh, this is a perfect opportunity." But now it's going to be a winter thing. Unfortunately, I didn't have the same type of yarn that was recommended. So this is a bit thicker. So I've had to do a little bit of math to kind of figure it out. But so far, so good.
Good. Nice.
That'll
It looks
be
great. I love the
pretty.
color.
Yeah, that's going to be really pretty.
Nice
I
winter color.
Does anybody know, Jonna, you might know this. A lot of the patterns, her patterns are named Ellen's cardigan, Anchor's sweater. Are those the names of her children or family members?
know. I'm beginning to think it's family members and friends even.
Maybe it started as her own children, and then when she ran out of names, maybe she reached a little
Hey,
beyond.
you know, we frequently hear from many designers and we see Petite Knit. She posts every day, several times a day, but I don't know that I've ever heard her speak or, yeah, so that's interesting. The YouTube channel is somebody else doing the tutorials.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, thank you. Oh, did you want to ask something?
No, I have a quick question.
Doing this.
Made me think of something, but now I lost my train of thought. Oh, I'm wondering when, you know, in terms of ease, because there's a lot of ease built into the pattern I chose, do you measure your high bust? And the only reason, so the whole funny thing is I go in to pick up every stitch. I'm like, Karen, I like your bra. She's like, what? And so then we go into this whole discussion of bra sizes and getting measured. And so I went and got measured, and it was I was definitely wearing the wrong size bra. But, you know, do you measure your high bust, which for me, the difference between my high bust and my full bust is actually 3 inches. So, yeah, so I'm curious, you know, what is my bust measurement? So anyway, everybody weigh in.
Well, Hohi from the you can answer too, but the Make Sweaters Fit class I took in Italy with her, she said she would suggest, especially a yoked sweater, that you choose the size based on your high bust, and then you can add stitches once you separate the body and the sleeves under the arm if you need to make room for the full bust. And if the difference is more than 2 inches, you should consider putting in bust darts. What would you say?
I generally use the fullest bust measurement, but the exact measurement I don't, and then I give myself really no more than 2 to 4 inches of ease in any garment, because some of these garments are built with 10, 14 inches of ease, and that would just swim on me. So I try to not put too much ease after my full bust measurement.
Okay.
What about you?
I measure across the full bust.
I also keep trying it on if it's top down as I go. So when I get to here and I'm going to try it on, I get a little bit lower, I'm going to try it on. When I'm just about to separate for the sleeves, I try it on and I see, okay, and I pinch it. Is it going to be the right distance, or do I need to add 6 or 8 more stitches under the arm? And I try that, and sometimes I rip it back and add more or less, and because that's a huge spot that you can change the size of the sweater, is the stitches under the arm.
She also talked about yoke depth, because a lot of people are shorter in their yoke depth than the average, because patterns are based on the average. And so if you are shorter, then you knit a pattern to a regular yoke depth, you're going to have a lot of extra.
Yeah, I do that too. I'm very short from here to here, so I always take out rows, especially if my row gauge is off, which can happen often.
Yeah. I don't even check my row gauge anymore.
I hardly ever do.
Okay, who wants to share next? And by the way, those who did share already, please, I'd love you to be on the recording. So please raise your hand again and you can share quickly again.
Okay. Okay, I have Caroline Hannon here.
Caroline.
Hello, I live in Kent in the southeast of England, and I can't show you it. I can't show you anything because my yarn hasn't arrived yet. But I'm going to do the no frills
That's
sweater.
amazing. Oh my
So
goodness, I want to
I'm
live
pleased to
in
be
your
in
house.
good company. And I think nobody else is going to do this because I'm going to use Romney Marsh wool, which is about 20 miles from where I live. And so I suspect I'm going to be the only person on the KAL using that in a pale grey colour. And I wish I could show it to you, but it's in the post. So anyway, thank you for organising this. It's the first one I've ever done.
Oh, welcome.
Yeah.
What pattern are you going to follow?
The no frills sweater.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great.
Because mainly because it's DK, which is I was going to do the Oslo sweater, thinking it was DK, realizing eventually there was a mistake on Ravelry, so I had to change my mind. It'll be very similar. So,
Welcome. Thanks for
okay.
joining us.
Thank you.
Yeah, you could even do the double collar on your no frills.
Well, that was what I was thinking of doing. It's cold in the winter here. So, nice warm high necks. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Let's have like 3 more people share and then we'll draw the prize. And then if anybody else wants to share, the previous people or whatever, we can have them share, okay?
I just have
Anybody else?
not anybody new. So I'm gonna put Kathy back in because she wanted to come back in.
Come back in.
And
we
hi.
can share again too, because we didn't get to share after. Hi, Kathy.
Okay.
Thank you for coming back.
Hello again. Here I am again. I'm in Southwest Montana, and I am doing I don't have a picture of it because it's on my iPad. The Monday balaclava for my youngest, newest 4-month-old grandson in Indiana, where it's cold. And I just did this today. So that's it. It's a Western Sky Knits. They're a local yarn dyer here in Montana. So that's it.
Beautiful.
Yes, we love. Karen just said we love when people use their local yarns. That's great.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for sharing.
Thank you.
Anybody else? Hands up.
Pat.
Yay. Come on in, Pat. Hi.
Hi again, everybody. I'm Pat. I live in Kensington, Maryland, just outside of DC. And I am doing the Storm Sweater Junior for my grandson. I'm making the largest size. He's 10, but he's a big boy. And I'm making the size 12-14. And I did go do a stash dive. I'm using stash yarn, and I apologize. I need to learn how to make it not mix reverse to image, but I'm using Knit Picks yarn, and this is a merino silk blend, and I'm using the color jade, a nice deep green. And just so looking forward to getting to see everybody at Pick Up Every Stitch and at Rhinebeck next just 2 weeks.
Before you know it. Yeah.
Oh, and I just cast on today, and I made a first mistake. The first row was, it's a chart, wrong side, and I'm knitting away nicely, and I was supposed to purl. So I had to undo it and start over. So join the club with everybody else.
Casting on again.
Yeah.
John is casting on again. Thank you. Thank you so much, Pat. And I said this before, whenever we mention members, like a sample member or viewer even, we always mention Pat, and that's the Pat. And she's actually the first person that I remember meeting just because she wore our t-shirt. She ordered our merch and she wore wasn't that you that wore our t-shirt?
Yeah, the Woolen Folk.
Yeah, Woolen Folk. And I was looking for you, and I was so excited when I saw you.
Oh, that was so fun.
Really sweet.
Anybody else ready to share? No?
I don't have any other hands up.
Okay, let's, I explained the prize before, but I'll explain it again. So Jonna and I are each going to pull a hank of yarn from our stash. We don't know which one yet. And that will be the main part of the prize. And then we'll give you our handy little sticker. And I did find a couple more stitch markers. We've ordered more of our logo stitch markers. We'll put one of those in there, a bottle of Eucalan, and Pick Up Every Stitch gave us a PetiteKnit measuring tape. And then also just a bag to put it all in. You know, I was recently in Nova Scotia, if you don't know, and the local Lunenburg yarn shop is the Mariner's Daughter. So we'll put everything in this cute little bag with a zipper. So that's the prize. Now let's see, how are we going to choose the winner? Jonna, is there a way to look at the gallery? Jonna, you're going to pick a number. Looks like we have 41 participants. They're all on the screen right now. You're going to pick a number between.
I only have 22. I don't know how to do that then.
About 40. Okay. I think you can just go to the next page. Can you go to the next page?
We have 41.
You know why? Because you don't have the people who are shown non-video participants.
Okay,
there we go.
But do you and I count as participants? So there's really only 39?
She'll skip over it. She'll skip over us.
Okay.
So, right, we have four screens that aren't counted. So that would be 41 minus 4 is what? 37. Okay. So, Jonna, you're going to pick a number between 1 and 37.
So it's my birthday this month, and I'm going to pick 12.
Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Right?
Yes.
2,
one
3,
of the
4, 5,
Tracys.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Tracy, we are going to spotlight you again so you know which one it is, which one you are. There, Tracy, you won the prize.
Yay! Yeah, ladies, I wasn't expecting it. I never win anything.
Yeah.
Do you know what? That's made my day.
So happy to make your day.
Oh, no, thank you so much for organising this. I've never done a KAL before, and within 10 days I've joined 2 KALs, so I've got some knitting to do. But yeah, it's lovely to actually speak to you in person. I really enjoy the channel. You do keep me company whilst I make dinner. I mean, obviously the time difference and everything. I'm always making dinner when I'm watching you. Right now, I'm about to go to bed because I've got work in the morning. It's about 25 to 11 in the evening over here. But thank you, and good luck to all the ladies in your knitting. And I can't wait to see how you all progress if we do another Zoom meeting.
Yeah. So email us at, what is it, Jonna?
KTOG.
KTOG.
With Kim and Jonna.
With Kim and Jonna. Okay.
No, hold on.
Not with W.
KTOGW.
Right. KTOGW.
Kim and Jonna. KIMANDJONNA @gmail.com.
Okay. At what? .com?
Gmail.
At Gmail. Sorry, you wouldn't think I was an admin, would you? Admail.com. Right, I'll email you.
Okay.
And that's lovely. Thanks ever so much.
Congratulations.
Yeah. All right. Thank you.
All righty. Anybody else want to share? We have a hand up.
Who's this?
Diane.
Diane.
Hi, Diane.
Hi there.
Hey.
Hi. You can hear me?
Yeah. Where are you coming to us from?
I'm coming from California, in the East Bay, Martinez, California, about 40 minutes from San Francisco.
Yeah, I have family out there in Pleasanton and Oakland and Berkeley and.
Yeah, your old neck of the woods, huh? Well, I'm working on the Stockholm slipover. And I'm using Hedgehog Tweety in this dream called Dreaming in Light. So it's kind of a
Beautiful.
I don't know, mustardy color, and I'm using it with this lemon yellow syrup. So it's making this beautiful fabric.
Oh,
That's pretty.
Hold it back a
Yeah,
tiny
back
bit.
it back up a little bit.
Huh. It's not focusing.
Yeah.
No. Oh.
Yep,
There.
Oh, there
Yeah.
you go. That's gorgeous.
Yeah, beautiful.
It's making this nice fabric. I just kind of started it, and I'm on the first page, and I'm already at the scary part. So I'm like,
Yeah. Yeah, that's another reason I'm not knitting right now, because I don't want to miss my V-neck increases and my raglan increases and everything. So
yes, I have it all marked off where I have to kind of, I don't know, that it said leave your stitches rest, and then you have to do this weird thing. You go back up to the top, and then you knit across the top. So I guess that's the shoulder part for the vest. So
yeah,
I'm gonna try. It's a challenge for me. So
I'll join the Ravelry group, and then
Right.
everybody can help you out if you need help.
you.
So thank you so much for sharing.
bye.
bye.
So
I think Carmen wants to know how to raise her hand.
we can just find her. So it's La Mancha. Can you find her?
I'm sorry. I'm having a bad day.
That's
I
okay.
can't find it. It's
Are
other
we
times I
good?
remember to find it. It's not working now.
Got your knee on.
You are. Hi.
Um, I had a hard time choosing which project to do because some of you know that my mother died recently. So let's see. I've been inspired by Jonna with your April cardigan that you do with the special buttons. And I have some special buttons that I'm going to put on it. And I've also been inspired by Kim because you're doing a dark neutral. And so I'll be doing a dark neutral April cardigan in Wool Dreamers. I don't know if it was Karen or Felicia that they thought that local wool was great. Well, hell, they're right down the road from me, so I'm doing Wool Dreamers Merino Yak.
Great.
But it hasn't arrived yet.
Oh.
Good time.
Yeah, could you walk there? Or?
Probably, but I don't know in other places like rural areas of Canada or the United States, but all the roads go to the capital of the province, but between very tiny towns, there's no direct transportation. So yeah, it would probably have taken me less time to order it from Madrid, but I ordered it from them directly. So yeah, next meeting I hope to have it.
Yeah,
I
so
think
you're in
love
Spain
it.
right now, right? Yeah.
Really
Yeah.
fit well, and yeah, I enjoyed making it. So.
Yeah. Thanks for
Awesome.
joining us, Karen. All right. Bye. Anybody else want to share? We're going to have us share one more time because we shared in the beginning before the recording started. So why don't we share and see if anybody else raises their hand?
Okay.
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 So Jonna, what are you knitting?
So Kim asked at the beginning if anyone had cast on more than once, and I am actually casting on. This is my third time, only because I forgot to do the old Norwegian cast on while we were chatting. So I started just immediately doing long tail, and so I got 100 stitches on, and then so anyway, third time's a charm. I'm making the vertical stripes sweater.
Yeah.
And it has about 9 inches of positive E. So I don't know. I don't know what size I'm making now. I'm going to rethink that. But yeah, and I'm using the Easter Maryland, which is nice. It's a wool and linen combo. Sorry, it's all messy because I've been casting on and off and on and off. And then the matching mohair, also Easter. So yeah. I wanted a rib sweater, so it's all over 4x4 rib.
There you go.
Yep.
Well, I'm doing, which I said in the video that I did recently for the knit along, but I'm doing, what am I doing now? I can't remember.
The champagne cardigan.
Champagne cardigan. Everybody's been talking about their patterns and I can't remember what mine's called. The champagne cardigan, it's supposed to be DK held with mohair, and I'm doing fingering held with mohair because I don't want it to be as thick. And my mohair has a teeny tiny bit of sparkle. Karen here suggested what long yarns, what's it called? Mohair Luxe something. Has a tiny bit of sparkle. It's just boring black, but I really want a basic black cardigan.
But it's not boring. It has sparkle.
Oh yeah, it's so lovely. So also at the beginning, before we hit record, we were asking how many times has anybody cast on more than once, and then has anybody made mistakes, and a bunch of us raised our hands, and I've already made a mistake. I was able to drop down and fix it, but it's part of the process, right?
Right.
So what are you making?
I'm making the Audrey top in this brilliant red color.
Yes, and she has so much more than I showed before. I don't want to pull.
Yeah, I just started.
Look at how beautiful this color is. It's so.
And what yarn are you using, Karen?
I am using the trio.
Trio.
The trio from.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And you're holding it double?
I'm holding it double.
So is that trio 2? Isn't there a trio 3 also?
No, there's trio and trio 2.
Yeah,
Okay.
this one's this trio. And if you look at it really closely, there's like a dark red and a light red kind of twisted together. Yeah. So
Yeah, it's really pretty.
Yeah, you're going to love that.
And what are you wearing?
And I'm wearing the sequence pullover.
Sequence or sequins like
sequence, like the color changes sequentially down the front of the sweater.
Nice, I love it. Beautiful. And what are you knitting?
I am knitting the No Frills pullover, and I'm doing it in Moondrake's chibi, held with Fua Fua, one strand of each, in the carrot color.
The color.
I know. I'm loving orange right now.
I look like a sport team if I made this and I wore it.
I know. The local colors
Funny. Oh my goodness. And what are you wearing?
And I'm wearing the Friday slipover.
It's so
done
beautiful.
in the Corriedale DK weight from Moondrake, also in their burnt orange color.
Love it.
Yeah.
And what size did you make?
I made the second size, the 40-inch. Yeah, I usually follow the 40-inch because I like my clothes to be nice and generous.
Yeah. Nice. I love is it broken rib?
Yes.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, the whole thing is a broken rib. Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah. That was fun
to
to do.
Beautiful look without all the struggles of brioche.
Yeah, exactly.
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 It's really beautiful.
Yeah.
So fun. So does anybody else want to share their project a second time or a first time?
Any hands up?
No hands right now. Okay. Jonna, do you want to say anything else?
No, I'm just, I've come across some new to me petite knit patterns. Just so thank you to everyone who shared and who is sharing in the Ravelry group. And there's things that I've just never seen before, full on, sweaters turned into dresses, and everyone's just so creative. So thank you.
And we do have hashtags. Did we say that after we record?
Not sure. So our hashtag for Instagram is K&J PK KAL. So K&J PetiteKnit PK for petite knit, KAL for knit along. So there's 2 Ks. And then we have our regular hashtag, which is Show Kim and Jonna. And then the Ravelry group. So if you haven't joined over there, it's really active. Lots of pictures, lots of questions. Super interesting, moderated by both Kim and I, and also Beth from Pick Up Every Stitch.
She's such a great moderator. I mean, she's
like, oh, you made me a moderator by mistake. I'm like, oh no, it wasn't a mistake. but if you would like to, be removed as moderator, let me know. But no, she has such a wealth of experience and loves color, and just, she was the first person really who helped me at Pick Up Every Stitch. So I have fond memories, and we love her dearly. So
yes.
Yeah.
So I guess that's it then.
And thank you to Karen and Felicia for the discount that you offered, and for all of your support and encouragement. So, and giving us a beautiful place to film. So thanks for
really
helping us out.
Yeah. And just so everybody knows, we are recording this after a false start. So I think I'm going to try to upload this as soon as I can. But we had to delay filming episode 22 because Jonna wasn't feeling well.
Feeling fine. Still COVID positive. So
it will not appear the first Friday of October as usual. We'll film it when we can, hopefully next Tuesday, and then air it as soon as we can. for this coming Friday, the first Friday of October, I'm going to try to film catching up with Kim and talk about my trip to Nova Scotia. So I have a lot to talk about. So I haven't even given Jonna any of her gifts yet.
I have something for you too.
Some of them I'll talk about in my video and some of them I won't. Like, for instance, the first thing I was shopping and looking for things. And it took me the whole 2 weeks to get the perfect little gifts for my family, my grandchildren, and everybody. But the first thing I saw that I wanted to get for Jonna, I texted her, "Do you wear nightgowns?"
I know. And you know I do.
And I didn't know that. Have we ever had a sleepover? I mean, I don't know if you wore pajamas.
Well, we went to Mohonk.
Did you wear a nightgown? I don't remember.
So I wear pajamas. Yes.
Okay.
I'm a pajama or something.
Yeah. But some people just don't wear nightgowns. And so I saw these beautiful little nightgowns. So one of the gifts you're going to get, Jonna, is a beautiful, crisp, white nightgown. It's so gorgeous.
Wow. Thank you. You mean I'll have something to wear other than I buy these night dresses at Costco. Oh my God. They're so ugly. They have holes in them. I had to apologize to my husband. I just bought some more on Amazon.
It's so funny. That's what she told me when I asked if she wears nightgowns. She buys the cheapest ones at Costco. Well, instead of that, you can wear that nightgown to bed, but then in the morning, put on the red Nightingale crescent with the black bra. He likes that.
Oh my goodness. Yes. Don't ask your husband for fashion advice.
It looked beautiful. It's gorgeous.
Thank you. Well, thank you. I'm excited.
Yeah, thanks everyone for participating, and thank you for your patience with us and our technological issues, but we did it. And thank you for people from all over the world, right? From Sydney, Australia to Spain,
London,
to London. Yeah, all over the United States, Canada. And we're sorry if you shared and the record button wasn't on. Sorry about that. But we are planning to do a show and tell at the end. I really don't think we're going to be able to do another in the middle knit night. We'll see. But this month is Rhinebeck. And then next month is Thanksgiving here in the United States. And the next month is Christmas, Hanukkah, all of that. So that probably won't happen. But we'll be knitting together on Ravelry, and just together, just when we're in our living rooms, we just got to know that we're all knitting together on our PetiteKnit patterns. But anything else you want to say, Jonna?
Nope, just post your progress on Instagram and Ravelry, and thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
Thanks. Bye, everybody.